class is gonna involve your brain a little bit. There's some coordination moves and stuff that we're gonna do today, so do your best to make that happen in your body. Be patient with yourself. This was inspired by an online course that I took last week, maybe 2 weeks ago. I don't even remember because my brain is turning to mush. But I thought it was, the course was on aging optimally, not just physically, but maintaining brain health as well. So I thought that was pretty important right now because I can't seem to remember anything or where time goes, or I feel like my brain is kind of turning to mush. So this was, I imagine, whether you're working more or less, or your routine involves more things in your life or less, that your brain is a little off of its routine and might also need a little either A, distraction, or B, a little pep. So without further ado, we're gonna start in standing. Come to one end of your mat. Reach those arms up overhead and roll yourself down one vertebrae at a time, peeling off that imaginary wall behind you on that exhale. Little inhale right here, exhale to roll right back up. Ponytail flip is optional. Go ahead, inhale those arms overhead. On that exhale, peel yourself off that imaginary wall, rolling down one vertebrae at a time. Give yourself a little hang here with that head hang, those shoulders dangle. And then on that exhale, go ahead and roll her right back up. Let's go ahead and do a hip hinge here. So no spine movement at all. Little soft knees. I don't want them bent. I don't want them locked either. From here, you're going to hinge right at the hips and then come on right back up. Your hip hinge may go further. It may not go as far, but I want you to try to keep that back stable for me. Okay, so we're going to combine the two here. I'm going to have you roll down first. So go ahead and roll her on down. And then you are going to roll back up, but just until your spine is horizontal, and then hip hinge the rest of the way up. So arms overhead, roll her on down, and then stack her back up. Just guess where your spine is about horizontal, and then hip hinge the rest of the way up. Let's do two more. Go ahead and roll her down. Stack her back to horizontal, hip hinge the rest of the way up. I have no idea if that's horizontal. Hopefully it's somewhere close at least. I can't remember if that was two more or not, so let's go ahead and do another one. Good. Find that horizontal, hip hinge the rest of the way up. All right, so this time we're gonna hip hinge and then roll the rest of the way down and back up. So go ahead and hip hinge for me from here. Roll yourself the rest of the way down and roll it right back up for me. Go ahead, hip hinge, roll it the rest of the way down, and then roll it right back up. Hip hinge for me here. Roll her the rest of the way down. From here, go ahead and put your fingers under your toes, bend your knees if you have to, and then you're gonna go ahead and straighten. Send that booty towards the ceiling, head towards the floor. And those knees again, sit bones to the ceiling, head, top of the head towards the floor. Go ahead and walk those hands away from your feet and come on down to hands and knees for me. And I'm gonna have you cat, camel, cat, cow from here. So go ahead and round that spine towards the ceiling on the exhale. Inhale to bring that spine back down towards the floor, sit bones widen. Sit bones narrow on the exhale to press that spine towards the ceiling. Come back to neutral here, and we're going to add a wave in. So I'm going to have you kind of wave your spine here, which without moving the shoulders and the hips is a little bit more challenging. So go ahead, reach that booty back towards the heels. From here, go ahead and round your spine towards the ceiling. Shift that weight over your hands, spine down towards the floor. Just shift backwards. Round that spine towards the ceiling, shift the weight forward, spine back down towards the floor, shift that weight backwards. And then you can make that a little faster or a little slower as needed. This does go past what's usually a comfortable position for the wrist. Pause when you're forward. Round that spine to shift your weight backwards. Let your spine come down towards the floor to shift the weight forward. Round that spine to shift your weight backwards. Spine to the floor to shift that weight forward. Round that spine to shift the weight backwards. And then you can kind of go at your own pace with what's comfortable for you. All right, round that spine, shift that weight all the way back. Go ahead and walk those hands to the left. And you can even kind of pull with that right arm a little bit to kind of stretch through the side there. If this is not a comfortable position for your knees, you can also come out of it just a little bit. Walk those hands to the right. You can give me a little pull with that left armpit. And then come back to hands and knees. We played with this next exercise a little bit in the previous videos if you did those. If not, hopefully you can catch up here. So this is leg pull front. And to start with, I'm just going to have you shift your weight back and forth. Bring those feet a little closer together. Float the right foot and shift that weight back and forth. And then go ahead and add a kick with the right foot. So ideally, the pelvis would not be moving up and down, just the leg and hip. Lower that right foot, go ahead and come off out of that plank for a second. Let that spine come down towards the floor, shift that weight back. We did that child's pose in a rounding spine before. And then now we're gonna go ahead and switch to the other foot. So come to hands and knees, walk one foot back, walk the other foot back, go ahead and shift that weight back and forth, and then float that left foot, and then as you shift your weight back, kick that foot towards the ceiling. From here, go ahead and lower yourself to the floor. I like to put my nose at the top edge of the mat. I'm gonna turn my head so you can hear me. Hands near your shoulders. And then go ahead and tip that pubic bone into the floor. From here, glide those shoulders towards your pelvis. And come into a little bit of extension, keeping that rib cage on the floor for right now, the bottom of the rib cage. On that exhale, go ahead and come into this little baby swan. And then from here, go ahead and let that rib cage float. Keep the belly button down and see if you can support that low back from there. If you need to walk your hands forward a little bit, you can. That's a really nice way to press into the floor to support that low back. And then go ahead and let that pelvis float if that's comfortable for your body. On that exhale, press into the floor. You can kind of reach that sternum forward as long as that's not crunching that low back. And we'll do one more. And then go ahead and press that back, stretching through that low back. Okay, coming back down onto your stomach, reach those arms overhead. And glide those shoulder blades towards your pelvis. Come into a little bit of extension for me. You can do palms down, thumbs up. You can go into a Y or more of an I position. We're going to go into swimming here. So go ahead and float right arm, left leg, lower down, left arm, right leg, lower down. And we'll go ahead and alternate back and forth. And then I want you to go ahead and hover those limbs and pick up the pace a little bit. So here we're coordinating right and left sides. We've got some reciprocal action going on, theoretically firing at both sides of our brains, unless you just go on to autopilot with this one. Some people do, some people don't. Okay, go ahead back into child's pose if you need a little break from that extension, we're gonna do single leg kick here. So I want elbows beneath those shoulders, press gently into the floor, go in with those elbows, tip pubic bone into the floor, reach that sternum forward just a little bit. If your extension does not look like this, that's okay. My body likes to bend backwards. And I'm gonna have you go ahead and point those ankles. And then from here, just go ahead and bend right knee and left knee. I think we did this one in a previous video too. And then we're gonna add some coordination piece with this. So when you bend your right knee, it's gonna be heel, point, kick away. Switch to the left. Left heel, point, kick away. Heel, point, kick away. We're gonna speed this up. Heel, point, kick away. Heel, point, kick away. Heel, point, kick away. Heel, point, kick away. Good. Now we're gonna add that pulse. So it's heel, heel, point, kick away. Heel, heel, point, kick away. Heel, heel, point, kick away. Try not to have this big weight shift back and forth. Heel, heel, point, kick away. Heel, heel, point, kick away. You can do that by two. You can prevent that by two things. One is pressing into the floor, and two is just not going to complete full range of motion. So trying to get as much range of motion as you can without this big jostle back and forth. Heel, heel, point, kick away. Heel, heel, point, kick away. Heel, heel, point, kick away. That's single leg kick. Okay, come on back up to hands and knees for me. I want shoulders over wrists, pelvis over knees. Go ahead and give me a little bit of support with those abdominal muscles there. And I'm going to have you kick the right leg back, left leg forward. So instead of going into our usual in the frontal plane here, we're going to take this out to the side. So left arm out, right leg back, actually it doesn't really matter. And bring both of them out to the side and back to midline. Out to the side, back to midline. Hold the arm still, just kick the leg. Now hold the leg still and just kick the arm. Or move the arm, I guess. Good. Limbs in, come off that hand for a second. Back up to hands and knees. Left leg back. Right arm overhead. Go ahead and float both arms. And you're going to bring both out to the side and back to midline. Out to the side and back to midline. And then hold the right arm still, just kick the leg. Hold the leg still, just kick the arm. Go ahead, bring those limbs back in. We're gonna do one more. It requires a little bit of thinking. I'm gonna have you circle the leg and then just bring the arm in and out. So, left arm, right leg, kick them back. Oh, I got a seam in the way. Okay. What did I say? Circle the leg and bring the arm in and out. Pause with the arm in, switch directions with the leg. When your brain has that down, go ahead and bring the arm in and out. I'm sure this looks beautiful. Okay, switching sides. So now we're right arm, left leg. Kick that left leg back, right arm out. Go ahead and circle the leg. When your brain has that, pull the arm in and reach the arm back up. Pause with the arm pulled in, switch directions with the leg. When you have that down, go ahead and add the arm in. Good. Come to sitting at the front edge of your mat. We're going to do some rolling like a ball. So, grab the front of the knees, shins or ankles. I kind of like somewhere in the middle. Go ahead and tip that pubic bone towards your nose. Float those heels for me. We're going to go straight back. Trying to stick the landing. So I don't want you to fling head, I don't want you to fling feet. You're really just doing a little bit of a pelvic tilt. You don't need much to kick you back here. Let's do one more. Okay, we're gonna add a quarter turn, which is always interesting on these sticky mats. And I'm sure it'll be beautiful. It's a big butt shot against the camera. So you're gonna go back and then try to come up facing a quarter turn to your right, or maybe just a little bit to your right. I didn't quite make the full quarter there. I'll do that 30 degrees. And we're gonna try to come back to midline. And head, one roll, one twist to the left. And then back to, theoretically back to start. Okay, well let's do a couple more to each side. I'm gonna try a full 90 here. Still didn't quite hit it, but that's all right. Nor did I make it back to midline. And right again. Back to midline. And to the left. So if you've got a little bit of a curve to your spine, that may already happen for you. Probably should have turned the air on here. Well. Okay. So from here, go ahead and give me a little seated cat, camel, cat, cow. We're going to take this into a roll up. So feet about shoulder width apart, feet flexed, arms out in front. Go ahead and take that pubic bone towards your nose to roll yourself back on the exhale. Little inhale while you're here. Exhale, stack yourself back up. And we'll take this into a little bit of a spine stretch from there. Stack yourself back up. Exhale, take pubic bone towards your nose, roll down. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale to bring them right back up. Little stack here. Peel yourself off that imaginary wall. Bring those arms forward. Palms facing each other, thumbs up. Stack yourself back up. So pubic bone towards your nose to roll down. Inhale overhead. On that exhale, roll it right back up. And come forward. Stack yourself back up and pause. We're going to take that roll up, or take the stack out of it. So you're just going to roll up into spine stretch and then roll right back down. Goes a little something like this. Tip that pubic bone toward your nose, roll yourself down. Inhale, arms overhead. On that exhale, reach those arms towards the ceiling. Keep that spine curved. Reach those arms forward, 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 forward. Little inhale here, exhale to come back. If you have a tendency to lose your pants with roll up, you'll definitely with this one. On that exhale, roll up. Come up and over. And come on right back down. Let's do one more. So I'm going to my notes. Really kept those ankles grounded that time. Okay, going into saw. Reach those feet just a little bit wider than that width apart. Arms out to the side. Rotate left, right arm, left foot. Flip that left hand over. You're going to saw off that pinky toe. Inhale to stack back up. Rotate right. Left hand to right foot. Flip the right hand over. Saw off that pinky toe. Inhale to stack back up. Rotate left. Right hand to left foot. Saw off that pinky toe. Stack yourself right back up. And we'll do one more to each side. See if you can keep that opposite hip sit bone anchored. Okay, rowing. So if you've taken reformer classes with me, I've thrown in the rowing sequences occasionally, not super often. But there's a way you can do these on the floor. So you go ahead and reach those arms out to the side, thumbs up, make a fist for me. Bring that fist to your chest. On that exhale, you're gonna roll back, not all the way, arms out to the side, hands back, body forward, circle those arms up and out, over, stack back up, fist to chest. Tip pubic bone towards your nose, roll yourself back, arms out wide, hands back, heads forward, circle those arms back to the feet, stack yourself up, fist to chest. Two more. Tip pubic bone toward your nose, roll yourself back, arms wide, head forward, hands back, circle those arms around, stack her right back up. This is definitely one that if you haven't done it before, it takes a little bit of brain work. I lost count. So this will be our last one. Arms wide, head forward, circle those arms around, stack yourself back up. So that's rowing around back, facing the foot bar on the reformer. Not that it really matters here, but it's a rowing sequence. Okay, let's go ahead on to back. So bring your feet towards the end of your mat and roll yourself down onto your back. From here, give me a couple pelvic tilts. If you need to pause it, use the little ball, squishy ball, or the towel roll, you can. Sometimes my bridge requires a little bit of that beforehand. On that exhale, peel up to the bottom of the rib cage. Little inhale here. Exhale, send the bottom of the rib cage down, blow back, tip away from your nose. Little inhale, exhale to peel up. Bottom of the rib cage. Little inhale here. Exhale, send that back down. Tip away, little inhale, exhale, peel up to bottom of the shoulder blades and bra strap. Find some length for the back of your neck. On that exhale, send the bottom of that rib cage down. Tip pubic bone away from your nose, back toward your nose to the bottom of that rib cage. Bottom of the shoulder blades. Exhale to peel her right back down. A little bit of an inhale at the bottom. Exhale, go ahead and come up top of the shoulder blades. Bottom of the neck, make sure you're keeping that neck relaxed. On the exhale, soften through sternum to peel yourself down. We'll do 3 more. Little inhale here, exhale to roll her back up. Inhale here, exhale to come right back down. 1 vertebrae at a time. Last one. And then go ahead and pause once you're done. So we're gonna add a single leg kick here with some ankle motion that again should require some brain work. This ankle sequence goes against what my brain wants to do is kick like a soccer ball, and that's not what's going on here. So, in the bridging one it is, the side lying one it doesn't. All right, arms at your side, bridge around up, bring your feet a little bit close together. Bridge around up for me, float right leg to tabletop. Send that right foot towards the ceiling, flex the ankle, reach down towards the floor, point the ankle back up towards the ceiling. Heel down, point the ankle to come up. So I'm trying to keep the hips from falling towards the floor or rocking side to side. Exhale that leg away, inhale towards the ceiling. One more here. Pause with that leg towards the ceiling, bend that knee. Roll her on down, little inhale at the bottom. Exhale, peel her right back up. Left leg to tabletop. Straighten that knee, heel to the floor. Inhale, point the ankle towards the ceiling. Exhale, heel down. Inhale, kick up. Exhale, heel down. Inhale, kick up. You may have a bigger kick than I do. Oops. Heel down, point up. And then pause when you're there. Bend knee, roll her on down. From there, go ahead, grab behind those thighs, roll yourself up into sitting for me. So here's another one of the rowing sequences from the reformer. We're gonna have arms at shoulder level, bend those elbows to 90 degrees, palms facing toward you. You're gonna hinge back, reach those arms overhead, fold at the hips, round that back, sweep those arms back behind you, tap back, come back up, and back to that start position. Upper arm parallel to the floor, lower arm or forearm perpendicular to the floor, tip back for me. You're gonna reach those arms overhead, fold over, flip the hands, reach back behind you, circle those arms back around, and back up to sitting. Tip back at the hips. Good, reach overhead. You can pick how far back you can go. That's what's good for my body today. Sit back at the hips, reach overhead, fold that body over your legs, flip hands, find your low back, butterfly circle, back around. Let's do one more. Tip back, reach overhead, fold it on over, flip hands, find that low back, circle arms, back around. Okay, we're gonna come onto your side here. And today we're gonna bend that bottom knee because I want your brain to be focused on trying to keep that hip stacked with a little bit more complicated choreography. So for right now, you can bend that bottom arm, straighten that bottom arm, prop that head up. You can grab a pillow for beneath your head if you want. I'm gonna keep my head stacked just so my voice somewhat goes forward. Flex that ankle for me. Make sure you have a little bit of space, especially if you're lying flat. A little bit of space in that waist. Ankle flexed. Inhale to kick that leg forward, point the toe, kick her back. Flex that ankle to come forward, point. So again, just adding a little bit more motion than normal, and more focus on a couple of different joints. Whoop. If you need to put that top hand in front of you, you can. Or on your hip, whatever. Okay, so from here, with that foot way back, keep the ankle pointed. See if you can keep your thighs where it's at, so not kinking it forward. And bend that knee, drive the knee forward. Now keeping the thighs still. Straighten that knee, heel to go back. Point. Bend the knee, drag that knee forward. Reach that foot forward, heel to go back. Theoretically, you're keeping stable through here, but I'm probably not doing a very good job of that. So heel back, point to come forward. Okay, pause with that knee forward. This time, you're going to drive that foot backwards. Straighten the knee without the knee coming forward. And bring that leg forward. So press back with that foot. Oops, I think I got the foot part backwards. Oh well. Good. Pound out that hip if you need to. Roll back onto your back. We're gonna do some ab exercises before we go back to that other side. So from your back, bring those legs to tabletop. We're gonna go into 100. Reach those arms towards the ceiling. Options for 100. From the waist up, you can be here, or you can be here. Options for legs with the 100 are to stay in this tabletop chair position, legs to the ceiling, or anywhere in that line there. We'll probably won't do a full 100, but if you need to change any of your positions at any time, that's always allowed. What I'm going to have you do, though, is flex your feet on the inhale and point your ankles on the exhale. So, I'll try to remember to do all that and count. We'll see how that goes. Arms towards the ceiling. On that exhale, float head, neck, and shoulders, hands to the hips, straighten those legs. And you're going to inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 4, 5. Point and flex. And point and flex. Doesn't matter where your legs are. You can still point and flex. Good. Bring that knee into chest. Let the right leg come straight. Hovering by the floor. Go ahead and straighten that left knee towards the ceiling. You're going to walk that hand in the direction of your ankle. Going into single straight leg stretch on the exhale. Go ahead and switch. Switch. If you want to add a little pulse, you can. Ankles pointed. Good. Bring those knees into chest for me here. We're going to go into double leg stretch, which does add a brain aspect to it. So the legs are basically going out and in, but the arms are circling. So grab those knees, float head, neck, and shoulders. You're gonna reach all limbs away from midline, circle arms, pull those knees back into chest. Limbs away from midline, circle arms, knees back into chest. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Head can be on the floor for this one too. Legs higher up towards the ceiling is a little bit easier. One more. And then go ahead and come on back down for me. Okay, let's go into teaser, and then we'll do that other leg, inside line. Teaser, I'm gonna start you in that chair, that dead bug position again from here. So, arms are towards the ceiling, legs are in this tabletop position. Go ahead and reach those arms overhead. And on your exhale, you're gonna roll up into sitting, straighten those legs, and then come on right back down into that chair position. You can keep your legs in that chair position, which is actually harder for me, but it's easier for some folks. Exhale to come right back down. You can bring those arms straight through. You can circle those around. On the exhale though, go ahead and come into that teaser position for me. And we'll do two more. And last one. Good. Let's go ahead and get that other side. You can pick your poison with the upper half. Arm straight, arm bent, head propped. Bring those legs in front and go to the bottom knee bent on the other side. Find a little space here. Float that top leg. And you're gonna flex that ankle to bring it forward. Point to press back. Flex that ankle to bring it forward. Point to flex back. If you need to put that top hand down on the mat, you can. You can also press down into the mat with this bottom leg. Inhale, exhale to kick back. Kind of late on my breath cues today, sorry. Okay, with that leg back behind you, bend that knee for me, drive the knee forward, keeping the thighs still, see if you can reach that foot forward. Press that knee back, thigh stays still, bend the knee, drive the knee forward. Straighten that leg, sorry, there's people outside. Bend the knee, kick the leg forward, thigh still, heel to reach back. I'll probably mess up the foot ankle positioning on this one. Pause with that knee forward. You're gonna drive the foot back. I'll cue it like I did on the other side. Leading with the foot flexed, go ahead and press the foot back. Point the ankle to come forward. Bend the knee, flex the foot. And then point that ankle to come forward. Bend the knee, flex the foot. That part right there, keeping that thigh still while you kick it open. It's hard. Okay. From here, come into sitting. Technically, if you call the Pilates police, that was the backwards position of the ankle, but that's all right. There are bigger things in the world to worry about right now. Okay, we're gonna do boomerang. Boomerang has 5 steps. It involves rolling back into an inversion. So if you have glaucoma or high blood pressure or dizziness issues, just be careful with this one. If this one is not good for your body, just go ahead and skip it or take out the flip over your head. So you're going to start with right ankle over left. Hands will be at your side. We've done all the pieces of this. Just going to kind of plop up, except for the rollover part. But so from here, You're gonna roll back and let those legs go up and over your head. Switch, cross, recross. You're coming down into teaser. Reach those hands back behind you. If you can interlace those fingers, great. If not, just reaching straight back. Legs to the floor. Fold over, reach those arms up in front of you. Stack yourself right back up. You may need to watch that one again. Go ahead, tip pubic bone towards your nose, roll back. You're gonna uncross, recross, coming into teaser. Reach those arms behind you, interlace those hands if you can. Feet to the floor, fold her on over, reach those arms forward, stack yourself right back up. Hands at your side, come into that rollover, uncross, recross, come into teaser. Circle those arms around, reach behind you, feet to the floor, arms out in front, stack yourself right back up. We'll do 2 more. Uncross, recross, coming into teaser, hands behind, legs to the floor, reach those arms out in front, stack her back up. Roll over for me, uncross, recross, come into teaser, reach those arms in front, hands behind, lower feet, fold yourself over, and stack yourself right back up. Okay, if you got it in you to roll like a ball into standing, that's where we're headed. If not, you can just stand up. On that exhale for me, go ahead and roll her straight down. Little inhale at the bottom. Exhale, stack her right back up. And we're finished. I don't know how long it was. I have to look at the time, but I was shooting for a half hour. All right. Hope your brain is either a little bit more awake or you were able to distract from any